All right, guys, going live here, getting underway. I'm leaving this little Miami Stadium area. I'll show, of course, when I do the video. Need to take down that towel. GoPro, stop recording. I'm going to be turning here. Got the big ships. All the cruise ships are right out there. All right, good morning. Gotta watch these shoals here. It's supposed to be a little cut, keep me from having to go way down there. So if I go into the sun, I won't be able to see. So we're leaving Miami. You see the cruise ships off in the distance. There's a Carnival. There's another one. I can't tell what that is. It's supposed to be pretty deep here, though. I should have this plugged in. Let me do that camera so we don't run the battery low. Yeah, so it's windy as expected Monday morning. This is why a couple days ago I left early and went all day long pretty much, trying to get ahead of this. There's a little shallow area on the map. Go around that. But it is high tide, so I should go through here no problem. I read this little cut. I forget the name of it. It'll be coming up on it. It said it had 3 feet at mean low tide, meaning at the lowest low that somebody came through here and they saw 3 feet, so we should be good. Jeffrey, good morning. Tommy, what's happening? JN, thank you. I got Jesus riding with me this morning. So I tell you, it's different down here in Miami for sure. For sure. The culture is, at least on the yachts, is I seen it. If I seen it once, I saw it 100 times. Pull up. Pull up. The boats will pull up. There'll be 10 people on them. Big ones. You'll see the majority were, I don't know, 40 footers minimum. And they would pull up, crank the music, you had dueling Spanish channels going back and forth, get out on the deck, start dancing. that, going to the front, taking selfies, and I got so many videos of that. You'll see. That definitely is the culture down here for sure. I had to move a couple of times because of the noise was so loud. If I shot any video, you could hear it in the background. The other thing that they are totally different down here, we don't do it, certainly back in Tampa and no other place, and they have is how close they'll pass your boat. You'll be sitting there at anchor, and like last night, a boat came by 10 feet off my stern at an angle crossing. This where I guess they want to look in your boat, or maybe they're real friendly and they want to say hi to people or something, but I ain't never seen nothing like it. If they crossed as close, they'd almost hit your darn anchor. To me, it's crazy, because if you was to lose power for whatever reason, you don't have any time to try to miss it. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I finally, as much as I saw it, I thought, it's just the way they do things down here. When in Rome, do what the Romans do, I guess. Don't try to fight the system. Usually, if you're somewhere else and a boat gets that close to you, you start getting nervous. Something must be up. But down here, no, it is what it is. Just normal business. Yes, Tom, it is crazy on the weekends. That's why I didn't move yesterday. Knew that was coming. I got in that harbor. There's a couple times I moved. On Saturday, I moved up to where the little island is. I don't know if you ever stayed in that harbor. A great place. I moved up a couple of times thinking so I'd be real close to get the video of like the city lights, which it is real pretty at night out here. But the boats came in on top of me so close, I was like, man, and my anchor did pull one time. I pulled my anchor and moved back to the back, get away from it. Plus, the radios were so loud. I guess on your boat, you don't hear everybody else's radio, but yeah, that was crazy. Good morning, David, Eddie. Good morning. So today's plan, we took a boat the other day. We're going to stay on the inside. And as you can see, there is no boat traffic. Merry boat. What I hope for. We'll stay on the inside here. There's a cut up here I got to make. You'll see. You don't want to miss that, because otherwise you run aground. This cut where I'm going now, you can see the ships. The channel's on the other side of that. I'm going to go down here and meet it across the channel. Some people, Michael that I met the other day, he came down the big bay side down with the buildings. I've always went this way when I've done the inside, so it's the way I go. There is one little boat, some kind of boat out there. It's a work boat. It's a barge. It's a work barge. I can see those big. Those that haven't been on the water, you can spot a barge a mile away. They got these big pipes that go up forward and aft on one side. Usually, I can tell it's usually on the starboard side, but I don't guess that matters for sure. Watching how to get through this cut. But when they go to where they're going, them big pipes, they send them down. I want to get up close to one and try to see if I can see what the mechanism is to send them and raise them. There must be some wheels or something in there. But yeah, that's a work barge. He's going to work somewhere. I was up close last night up on one, but I couldn't see what was the mechanism. Of course, I wasn't going to get on the boat. But this anchorage worked out. There's a little, y'all watching the video, there's a little spot. There's a little spot, little in cave, and it's got a concrete wall. And it says no mooring, and I didn't moor to it. But I'd go up to it and drop my anchor and then pull myself over to the wall with my dock pole. And y'all were going through this cut right here for a second. It says it's shallow but deep enough. And it's going to drop right off on the other side. And I'm in it, and I'm in good 7 feet of water, so that's good. Oh, went to 28 feet. We're good now. I can turn a little bit more into the waves. I've had a lot coming up the coast. I've had a lot of beam waves. And that caused it to splash. And I have my forward hatch open. I got to watch it. And if it starts, come here, girl. Get in here. Stay. Stay. She out there on the front about to get thrown over. Oh, yeah, we in good deep water. 50 feet now. Government cut, that's right. Anthony, what's happening? Yeah, it looks like that, but it's Miami. Good morning, Jules. It's definitely one of the cool things about it. This wind, though, boy, there ain't no getting on the outside today. According to Windy, the app I use, it's supposed to lay down a little bit by Thursday, Friday. It should be, bar any complications. I'll be in Port St. Lucie. And there's a real nice reef. No, get inside. Inside. Good girl. When I get back, guys, I'm going to put carpet up there on the front where they can safely go out. They love to ride out there, but it's slippery sometimes, and they'd go right offside the boat. I'll probably do some kind of netting, too, just so if they did slip, but the carpet, I'm going to do it for them. It can be replaced easily. If someone down the road didn't want it on there, if I was gone, they could take it up. It'd be easily taken up. But I'm going to glue some down. All the big cranes. Pretty cool. So, hoping I've solved whatever my issues were. Just up to date for some that didn't see that. When I was crossing Biscayne Bay the other morning, it died out in the middle. No problem. It's only about 9 feet. I dropped the anchor. I've been thinking it's something electrical getting hot, so I'd usually let it set, crank right up and run. And then I was looking at it, and the daggum spark arrestor sets on the carburetor was full of black particles from when that belt was going bad. And I'm not so sure that didn't have something to do with it. It didn't feel like gas, but then again, it could have been. So we'll see. We'll see if today I left it off. I'm just going to run without it. cut on my fan. And I'm going to see what it does. But maybe that was what it was. It definitely didn't start happening until the belt. What I think, I was thinking electrical, but I could be wrong. I just keep testing, and I'll verify, and then I'll know. But it's because, remember, the alternator went bad, which made me think it was something electrical. And then when I verified that the alternator got fixed, I was still thinking electrical and not gas, so it's possible. I'm going to show you. Look at that, where that tarpon got me. I'm still tore up from it. It's mostly the scabs that looks bad. Oh, y'all about to warn me here. I'm about to run into one of these big old ships. I think he'll win. Morning, Gary. Oh, Gary's good for reminding everybody. Y'all hit that like button. Just takes a little click. Little clickety click. Well, we're 418 miles into about a 500-mile trip. Don't know exactly until I get there. I didn't see if they were loaded containers or unloaded. This one's not working. He's not doing anything. He must be on break. Nope, he's moving. He's loading then because he's coming off without anything. Tommy, when you came down, did you come on the inside? I was bleeding a little bit. Got nothing to wipe it with, so it's my blood. There we go. Got another container working. Our loader. He's unloading. Coming in without anything and about to pick up. I think y'all can see that. Pretty cool thing about being out here. What you got? I can't believe they didn't make that noise. Can you? That's looking out. That's the pass there. Okay. Yeah, guys, I don't know if y'all knew, but Tommy did the loop. He's got it all on video. Yeah, I've been forced on the inside. I want to go, like I said, and troll when I get up to Port St. Lucie. I hope the winds have slowed down a little bit. I need a big old kingfish to take me some meat home. My daughter is coming down, I think, Saturday to bring my grandson, so I hope that I can put him on a massive one. That boy loves to fish. My hat fell over my chart plotter, and it thought it was dark, and it went dim. I couldn't see nothing. I was thinking of something wrong with it. I've got two going though. I got Navionics on my tablet right here, right above you. I'll show you in a minute when we get out of this bigger water. It looks like one pleasure boat coming in. That sun's blowing it out. Y'all can see there, in about 52 foot of water. I got to get me a cam for this. I got to figure out something better than this. That's looking off starboard. All the dots. You know what's interesting about Miami? Y'all see them buildings right off in the front of you? I've been down here to Miami Beach several times, and as much as I love to love the water, I'm not a lover of the sun. I want to be in the shade. And you go out here on the beach in the evening, and those big buildings, that's Miami Beach right on the other side, and it casts shade out over the beach. You set up right there. It's pretty interesting because on the west side, we never see that. West side, you know, sun's right on you. We never see that. I think last time I was out there was 2020, I believe, or 2019. There's some ferries over here to the right. See those big ferries? There's one pushing in right now. I don't know if you see the water boiling out from behind me. See that ferry? It obviously just unloaded. I believe that would be a car ferry as well. There's a few islands there on the backside. I'm assuming that's where they can. Nope, don't go out there. All right, we'll make our turn now going north. Just as well, I want to get out of this deep water. If I was to have one of them problems, the anchor ain't going to do you no good out here. And all it's going to do is slow you down a little bit until you get up there near all them rocks. That would be bad. That or suck you out in the front, which I think the tide's coming in right now. So Show y'all right quick. Hard to see on here. Oh, here we go. All right, guys, we just came out of right there. We just came out of there. We worked our way. We crossed right here in this little cut right there. We're making our way out. Now we're turning right here. That's what you're seeing right there. Still running 52 foot of water. There's a Coast Guard cutter coming in. I'm sure they're on very high alert right now. Don't want to be messing around right about now. So I'll tell you a story, State. Don't go out there. Something. Don't want a big old weight. I think he's in a no wake zone, and I know down here they don't much care about that. That's for sure. I don't believe they know what a no wake zone is. I'm thinking that cutter is watching him. He stopped there for a minute. Might pull him. Kind of big to be boarding. Well, tide is going out. It just slowed me down. Hey, come here. Inside for now. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Puppies listen pretty good. About to be in the shade of these buildings on this side now. That's pretty interesting. I've never had that because of the morning sun. Big old waves right here. I'm assuming it's this channel rushing in and out. But that wall right there, there's Miami or City Marina right there. Tucked in behind that wall, but them waves off that boat go over, hit the wall, and bounce off. I'm glad there ain't a bunch of boats in here. I'm sure this be a little wash tub. Down to 11 feet of water, I'm good. I could drop anchor if anything was to happen. Make it no problem. Right up here, it should stop all this wave action. Yes, it is, Jules. Beautiful morning. Good morning, Matt. No, I'm not near Hallover. Not right now. Don't go out there. Well, she ain't listening, but it ain't so bumpy now. It should be all right. They like to go out and sit right there and ride with the nose into the wind. My contingency, if they fall over, I got that worked out. That's one of the major reasons I bought this big old net, obviously a fish net, but I'll approach them on the right side. It's got an extender, put it under my arm, bring them right up to the boat and scoop them up. They can swim. I verified that. Depending on if they, if the current, if it's bad current, I throw over the throwable PFD. They'd probably swim up to that, but I could pick both of them up in that. The cool different thing about this is you can definitely see more here. Pretty cool in the shade of the building. All right, to your left. Stand by here. I forget what the name of it is, but this is where all the people that don't want to be bothered, the island, the real rich, super rich, and movie stars, something, I can't call the name of it. Somebody might look it up, but that's what you're looking at to your left. See, we're coming through right there. See the island to the left right here. It's a true island. These as well. You can tell by the yachts sitting up there. Oh, my darn tablet cuts off. It shows a nice anchorage right there. I'm kind of surprised that they allow it, to be honest with you. Let me turn around. I'm surprised they allow people to anchor. I know they're trying to stop it. But you see the sailboats and power boats. I wouldn't anchor there, but all the boat traffic would be rough. Although after hours, most of them go in. The crazy thing is, it's like drunk drivers after 2 a.m. If there's someone out on the water, they very possible be drunk late at night like that. They liable to run slap into you. If I was to anchor there, I'd anchor in the middle or more towards land. Jack, what's happening? I got the life jackets, dude. I got them. Yeah, buddy. Even got the shark fin on the back. You can't have them in it's too hot. They would pass out real quick. I got them right beside my helm. You know, if anything happens, even started to happen, that'd be the first thing I'd do is strap them on right quick. Yes, they do, as you saw. So I'm gonna mark here for a second while y'all look at. That's North Miami. I think looking more to the north side of the city. Let me see. All this water and he run right beside me. Don't make sense. I'll show y'all real quick what my setup is here. Tommy, the next stop, there's a little island. It's about 21 miles up here. It's right where it's very narrow. I don't know the name of it. I forget the name of the bridge, but there's a road. I'll show you in a little bit. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me add this to stage. Nope, wrong one. All right, so this is my iPad I got running Navionics here. This is how you're seeing the front. It's a phone with a almost like it's a GoPro adapter. Of course, I'm working from the laptop with a mouse right here. The system works pretty good. This phone I can use as the roving doggy cam. Works out pretty good. Mainly so when you see stuff, I can turn it. Y'all can see it from the side like that. Only thing I got to learn how to do, I ain't learned how to do on this one, is learn how to zoom with them. I don't know that you can. I'm going to try to do that. But it works pretty good. So, Tommy, I'll show you what the plan is. Pretty big here. So, we're approaching this. We're right here. We'll work our way up through all this. Couples cutbacks and stuff, as you know. Coming up. It's in Hollywood. Nope, that's too far. Here, I'll show you the best way I know how to find it. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Get out of the way. Good Lord. From there. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Too far, so it must be right. Alright, let me try this. guess it doesn't show it in. Why is it not showing it now? It always shows it. There it is. There we go. Now, all right, stand by. I gotta figure out this bridge. This first bridge I've come under to where I got a call. So let me find out what the name of this bridge is. Venetian Causeway. Venetian Causeway Bridge, Channel 9, discuss of good times. Venetian Causeway Bridge, Channel 16. Opens upon signal except from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ooh, you'd be stuck in here. That's it. Venetian Causeway Bridge, Channel 16. Get up there and read this and see what it says. Dang, I don't even see nobody in there. Venetian Causeway Bridge, Channel 16.
Captain, you need to switch to 09, channel 0.
This is the vessel Good Times, Venetian Causeway Bridge, Channel 9. Homeboy ain't monitoring this bridge. 8 foot, I can't get through there. Good morning, Loretti. Yeah, I don't see nobody in there. I don't have any reason to believe this bridge is closed. It doesn't say it's closed. It's on the half hour. Well, so. All right, so on Navionics, it says it opens on the half hour. That's why they're not answering. Oh, so should be an opening in 5 minutes. I'll look ahead while I'm waiting, see if there's any others. Wait till I get out of that sun. So nothing. Julia Tuttle Causeway. Oh, it's 35 feet. We're good. And then there's one there. East 79th Street Bridge. East 79th Street, Monday, 7. All other times, including weekends and holidays, open on demand. Okay. So it's the same thing. It's opens at 8. Monday, all other times. Oh, 19 feet. I'm good. So this is the only one that's got me. We in 2019 when I moved Good Times. Yep, it is, Tommy. When I moved Good Times, we went on the outside, not to deal with the bridges, but not today. It says on the half hour is what it says. I see a boat on the other side waiting. It says 2 minutes. Y'all like going in circles. This is what I'll often do if I'm in a body of water and it's rough and I got to stop for a minute, run down to the head or whatever. I'll put it in a circle. It's a lot easier than when you go to neutral and you're in waves, the boat starts rocking on the beam. It naturally turns to beam and it'll start rocking. That boat's, y'all see that boat on the other side? It's right under the bridge. He's waiting. I could see where this is a scheduled one because it's such a busy causeway. People would be stuck here all the time. It would be open and all the time with all the traffic. So I could see that's a good deal. Good deal. We like that, Low Ready. Talking with Matt, we're trying to find some more cameras, different systems. Although this is working, I have another phone too. I'll just need to get one more phone holder. I could hook it on the back for a rear mount. And with the laptop, I'm satisfied with it. It's 8:30. It's going to open. It should open. I do hear a dinging like what it normally does. I do hear a dinging. Yep, and I see a bicycle has stopped. We might be getting an opening, folks. A big boat, I think I'll probably let him go first. I don't want to battle him in that little space. Yeah, it must be getting ready to open. Although in all reality, that big boat's got a lot more control than I do. He'll have thrusters and twins, and that's the thing about a twin engine. You can sit there and control it super easy. These single engines, not so much. I was on just last night looking at, yeah, it's everything's stopped now. We should about to be getting the opening. There we go. We'll let old big boy first. I should have slipped under there because I could have got through quick. But I forget what the fine is. If you hit a bridge, it's ridiculous. Like crazy. I forget what it is. But because they don't want people moving up there trying to be in a hurry, as people will be. Trying to keep my camera on him. My bet is that's a captain moving a boat, not someone traveling on a Monday. I guess they could be off. Big old boy. No, maybe that's just the family. Cutting in here on. Come here. I wonder how long that bridge stays open. That's an interesting question. I'd say at least 5 minutes. give people time to get through.
Thank you, Phoenician. Have a great day.
I was hoping to hear my buddy Greg used to be in the hunt camp with me. He worked for the city of Miami Beach Police Department. We had a hunt camp called Bucks and Badges, firemen, cops, and you name it. Other people too, actually. You had to know somebody though, so we didn't have a lot of riffraff. But he was supposed to. I should make sure he hadn't texted me. I was gonna maybe meet up with him. So he covers all that. Thing I was looking. See all them markers out there? That's shallow right there, boy. I bet people run around out there all the time. Sure of it. It's like a nice little anchorage right there. One thing about it up here, the boats don't look as derelict. They don't look as bad as. Yeah, there's always a lot more to look at in here. Oh yeah, this would be a decent anchorage right here. From the east wind, you wouldn't have no problem. Like an actual boat ramp. Those are so few and far in between. You don't hardly find them. The condos pay so much for them that. All right, buddy. Have a good day, Tommy. So for those that have come in recently, now that I'm not going to run into shallow waters, I'll give you an idea where we're at. Just went under this bridge here. It ain't liking that. There it goes. Just went under this Venetian Street Bridge. See all this shallow. We had to turn and coming around this. Looks like there's a cut straight up for that next taller bridge. It's a man-made cut. That bridge will not stop us. Go under this one. Yep. Then we gotta hug the shore. Go here. Hug the shore. Under this one. I'm sorry. Come out of here. Go hug the shore and through there. Well, there's some beautiful homes, no doubt. This is probably some of the most expensive property in Florida. Probably right pretty low, overlooking the city at night. See what we are on the tides. Tides are going out. Now it's starting to drop out. And I feel it tugging on me. That's why I was wondering. So the next inlet is this one right there. So when we get about here, it's going to start pulling us that way. We'll be good. We got a little bit. You basically figure from inlet to inlet, and the biggest inlet wins as far as pulling strength, which is this one, Miami, we just passed. So probably when we get right about here, I'd say we're going to get it picked up, and it's going to start pulling us, be helping us. I like to run fast around here for sure. So yeah, we're in the city of Miami. We're just now north of it. North Miami. Well, I say we're actually level with North Miami. Downtown's now off our quarter port. And I think, let's see, Miami Beach proper. Actually, it's still probably Miami Beach all the way till that next opening, next little cut. Find the name of it. Come here, puppy. Stay inside. Let's see what the name of that cut is. if it has a different legal designation. North Miami Beach. Because it says North Beach, but I think that's all Miami Beach. Then we'll be coming up on Haulover Inlet. Jules is asking about Haulover Inlet. Is right here. I mean, it's probably 8 miles. It's an hour or less. I'm not exactly sure. But Haulover Inlet is the very tip of Miami Beach. Be a nice and easy ride today. Other than these couple little hiccup deals I'm working out, the boat, I'll be honest with you, has performed very well. Definitely to my expectations and above, I'd say, especially with the fuel economy. Getting over 2 miles of the gallon is what I believe. That's wonderful. I'm going to run it down a little bit mileage-wise. See what it does about getting into the main tank. As of right now, it's still showing the main tank's full. So on this one, it shows 3/4 when you're moving like this. 3/4, pretty close to full. I did see it moving down below half one time, and I knew it was right. Not below at half. I knew it was right because that I had opened the engine compartment, was looking in there, and I could hear the gas sloshing. So I knew it was no longer. There we go. Went under a bridge and lost it for a second. Well, I better stay on the other side of that. Just to be safe. Y'all wouldn't let me live it down if I run aground, especially after I tell everybody stay in the channel. You don't know it. Well, definitely low ready next year. So I don't know if you were on when I was explaining why I did the mini loop over going north. Was I only had a month this year to be able to do it. So I was preparing to go north, but it's to put in from Florida up there, it's about 750 miles. And the more I thought about it, I was like, seems kind of stupid to go that far north and you don't know the boat yet. I trust it. I have no reason not to, but as you've seen in this trip, it did just what I wanted it to do. It showed me all the little problems. So for sure next year. And I'll probably start next year about 1st of May. I'm each year since planning this, I'm watching the weather reports at how cold it is up there, and it can still, I see, get quite cold, and even in May. But that's year to year. You don't know. I feel comfortable starting May 1st. That'll be my new thing. But did this little 500 mile. This was that's all I was going to do anyways, was 500 miles. All I could do was, my plan was Chesapeake to New York City and pull out on the southern end. And looking at calculating the cost and all that, with the fact that I wasn't 100% on the boat yet, that's why I did the mini loop. I chose it. It was the right decision. Holy Spirit was leading me. I've learned to follow. So I got several good things planned to keep on through this year down here. I'm going to do a fishing. Oh, shoot, why did that shut off? I'm going to do a fishing shoot. Let me put that back on. I'm going to the St. Johns River at a place called, move that down just a little bit. For the frickin'. And there's a place called the Oklawaha. And St. Johns River, and I'm going to be fishing and shooting it. Hopefully, I'll be fishing and hunting at the same time. I've never seen anybody do that, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. I deer hunt. It's up basically in the Ocala National Forest is basically where that is. And that ought to be pretty darn cool doing that. I keep the GoPro on time lapse on the whole way, pretty much. So when I make the videos, I can usually I do those at the end. I show what happens, and then I put some music up and just let you watch as you've seen. But yeah, I got that planned. Of course, we've got hurricane season jumping off, has already started. And this boat, of course, is going to be the Hurricane Hunter during hurricane season. I might even do some kind of flag just for that I raised for hurricane season. So the looping thing, it'll be on when I start back. And in August, I'm going to do a week, probably third week in August. I'm going to do a week of down and back in the Keys for lobstering season. I've missed that for a long time, not having a boat. So I'll be doing that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I suspect after that trip, it'll just be over in the Tampa Bay, little short stuff until hurricane or hunting season. I'll plan a lot of stuff in January, boating out. For me, it's some of the best months. December, January, when it's cold up there. Y'all are stuck inside in the winter. My videos do very well when I'm showing Florida in the wintertime. So that's why all the boaters move down here. The Keys in the summertime, you can find a slip here and there. You can't even find nothing in the wintertime down here. It's covered up. Y'all stand by. More Diet Coke to keep me going. Yep, it's true. A lot of work, finally paying off for some real good times. I was killing time yesterday looking for the auto steer. Woo! I am getting off track. Look at this wall over here. This is easy to do on this. Little cut up there I gotta go through. Yeah, not having a boat for so long, driving me crazy. I hadn't had a boat, been without a boat almost since the mid 90s when I got sick, and then a couple years working on it. Took a long time. Took about a year longer than I expected. That's why I tell people, do not buy a project boat if it's not sitting in your yard. It's hard enough to deal with it sitting in your yard, but if you have to go travel to go work on it, you're not gonna get it done. I see that's why there's so many boats, and people don't realize it, that pass through the boat yards. They'll come in, you'll have somebody all eager working on it. I've seen it many times. And then before long, you don't see them anymore, and then they sell the boat. And here's the simple thing behind it. Usually they're married 9 times out of 10, and they got all these aspirations and telling the wife of how nice it's going to be for them and the kids and sink the money into it. You can usually buy boats cheap. That's why you shouldn't put much money in them. But they start working on them. Money's coming out every week. And not only is the money coming out every week, after you've been doing it for a while, you trying to do family events and whatever, finding you don't have as much time as you think you have, almost inevitably start realizing they ain't gonna get it done. And you get tired of arguing, and I can see it. I was a single man. I seen how much time it was taking up. It takes a lot of time. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing, girl? I sure hope, although I felt a little tinge a minute ago, But I sure hope I figured that problem out. Still kind of think could be electrical, but we'll see. It don't seem logical that it was dying from the spark arrestor being pulling air. I don't see why that would be, but we'll see. What is it? Beautiful houses. So we're working one little cut. I got that next marker. I got to go right to it. That's all over inlet. It's weird. It doesn't want to switch over whenever we're sharing. There you go. Yeah, I got it. Each time I'm sharing, it won't let me switch on the map. So we're right about here. You can see where it gets tight up there. We got to go through here, right up through here, and then we'll pass Hall over inlet. So I'm running 721, 7.2, 7.25 miles an hour. So I suspect with the tide dropping out, when we get up here past this bridge, and it may have already started, I feel like we're going to start getting towed, pulled that way. Should go up to about 8.5. This is why this is so dangerous, this inlet. Y'all have heard of Hall over, I'm sure. You've seen the videos. It's a small cut, and all that water's trying to get out. You see these people that have no knowledge whatsoever, and if they would just wait until the tide is slack, meaning it's not going or coming, that inlet will lay down. It'll be as smooth as glass. Although you don't ever see that because that don't make for good video. But people get hurt there because I understand it. I was young, I know. Number one, you don't realize what is going to happen and what it can be until you're in the middle of it. Number two, you got limited time. It's a Saturday. You got Saturday to get out, and you're going no matter what. So I understand why people do it, but man, it can be super dangerous. And then you'll have a small boat. This is what drives me crazy. Why it should be illegal for them to bust that inlet like they do wide open. You'll have the small boat, and you'll have a big open fisherman or some big yacht busting through on them. And they're already fighting the waves, and then they get the waves of the big boat that'll swamp you. You can't. You got, it's called a confused seas. You have waves coming from every direction. You can't control it. Y'all have seen the videos. They get swamped there all the time. It's crazy. Really, just a lack of touch. Hope y'all saw I put a video out. If you didn't, go back and check it out. And I also redone the one on the tarpon bite, which I think most people had already seen it. It did a lot. but I've remade it with some different angles that you didn't see in the first video. It's only about a minute and a half long, but I'll get probably another video out in the next couple of days. Now that I got my computer figured out and been moving some files, the biggest problem was I had too much stuff on my computer, and I bought some extra space on Google on the cloud so I could move up some stuff that I wasn't using. Matter of fact, I need to look at that. See what happened. All right, there's still some moving today. It was 4 hours left. It said it was like 19 hours. It probably quit when I closed the computer up last night to go to sleep. But anyways, I'm getting a lot of stuff off my computer, get it up to the cloud. It's more safe there. And then I can pull it back down when I need it. I have I think that little digital, it's either 1 or 2 terabyte. It might be 1. And it's full. So I'm constantly through the day, I'm moving stuff up to the cloud. It's making it a lot easier. I'm going to start on part 2. Where I met up with Tommy. Y'all seen the last one. Him coming up over there at Picnic Island, and then we later went over to the causeway that night and rafted up and had some dinner. And he taught me a recipe for shrimp. I'm gonna share. I gotta text him, make sure I can share it. I'm sure he don't mind. My gosh, that's a good. It's a simple little sauce you mix up with something in your refrigerator. And fully cooked shrimp, and just let them thaw. They're frozen. Let them thaw. Man, very good. I got some in there today. I'm probably going to finish them up. Well, I'll probably eat about half of them. But wow, what a good recipe. But yeah, tonight if the boat keeps performing like it is, I'm going to be to my destination by 11 o'clock anyways. And then we'll drop in right there behind on that little island. It looks like a beautiful little anchorage. I could walk the puppies, let them play on the beach and run for a while. They hadn't got to really play. Although that anchorage where I was at, Stadium Anchorage, was good. I could go against the wall over there and walk the puppies. So that worked out real good. See what this looks like. I was trying to show you that house, but the sun blurred it out. Beautiful, beautiful. The whole back side is nothing but windows, which is exactly how I'd build it. Got that view of the cities. Dang, beautiful view of the city behind us. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Just see it off in the distance, Miami. See the whole city from here, from one south end to the north end. Yeah, that's nice. They paying for that view for sure. The working barge, I don't know if it's moving. Looks stationary to me. I'm gonna be stopping y'all at the public supermarket. It's got a dock. Pretty excited about videoing that. I need a couple of things. I don't really need that much, but get out, walk the puppy dogs. I'm pretty excited. I'll be passing that here in a little while after Haulover Inlet. Oh yeah, he is moving. Then it ain't far after that. Let's see. Yep. Yep, they're moving. So go behind him. Sheridan Street Bridge. I was looking on the map, y'all. That's where I'm gonna be anchoring, just past the Sheridan Street Bridge. Haulover Inlet's just around this corner here. Come into a slow, no wake area. Good thing about these insides, it's nice and smooth. You ain't fighting the wind. That's a good thing. Slow speed, no wake. What y'all barking up? A little cloudy, getting a little cloudy. East Normandy Way, Waterway Bridge, 9 feet. Low summary. Fixed. I can't go this way. I gotta go to around that island right there. I got paying attention. Got all the way up there and find out I couldn't go. This is a dead end water area. East 79th Street, 10 feet, 19 feet. Yep, I can make that one. No problem. So let me show you on the map what that was all about. Oh, I was coming up in here, thought I was. That's a fixed bridge. I got to go around this, which is the island out there in front of us. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's going to be your last view of Miami there off in the distance. We're going to put her to stern. One off building a house off the stern. It's all closed up. Imagine they're going north, probably. Yep, probably so. People out leveling their rocks. Out here, a lot of these places they have rocks. They don't have grass. Drag this thing to level your rocks. Virtually no grass. Thank God they have palm trees. is yeah. Let me. Hey, you can go ahead and move them out into that small pen out there. Can you hear me? I got this thing turned down. It's gonna be hard to hear you. You can, if you can hear me, go ahead and move them out to that smallest pen on the end. Hang on. What'd you say? No, the other end, the small pen. Hey, the small pen, the first one, the separate pen that's separate. It's the small. I made it separate.
Are you talking about over up to where the
Yeah.
today?
Yes. Yeah. Where the chin group is.
That little, yeah, okay, so that little tiny one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Move them in there.
We'll put them in there. Okay.
Okay. All right. So.
All right, leave that.
Yep. For sure. That's why I'm happy running at this. I think when I get back, Lorraine, I'm gonna put on some electric trim tabs. I think that's even going to increase it. I can bump them down, get it back up a little bit. I suspect I'll get around 10 miles an hour, which would be fabulous at about the same 1800 to 2000 RPM. Seems to be the sweet spot. But yeah, you can see it. This you making all day long. You can make 25, 30 miles easy. And for what I'm doing, that's all I need to do. We found a drop of rain. Let's see what that's all about. We should definitely be getting a tide pull here. little sprinkle so small it ain't even showing. It's sprinkling a little bit out there. It's raining a little bit out there. I think that's already past us. So we got about 12 miles to do. That puts us there about 11 o'clock. Only problem with that tide is when we pass the Haulover Inlet, it's going to slow us down. I think I won't be moving long after that. I think it's where that Publix is. We got 6 miles to Publix, so that's going to be good if we're following the tide pull from all over Inlet. We're probably going to have about 4 miles of that, and we'll stop at Publix and kill some time, and then there's only 6 more miles, and we'll be done for the day. drops of rain. They ain't brought the puppies in yet, so it ain't too bad. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That'll be one of the things I'll be focusing on too, is redoing the bottom paint. I might wait till the winter. It's such a hard job. It's not hard on here, but I might wait till the winter. This will be the most it's been in water, and I swam under it the other day when we were snorkeling. It looks real clean. I am going to be, when I get back, though, I'm focusing on replacing. I got them. Those bow rails out there, all the connections are rusted. They're not rusted. They're coming apart. So they're strong enough to hold it, but I've got all new parts. I thought I might have time on this run to do some of them, but I didn't. So I'll get that done. Got a lot of the little projects I'll be excited to get done and have some time to do them. I actually don't start a major job for about 2 weeks. Third week of March. I'm sorry, third week of July. And I'm going to have some time to get a lot of little things done. Definitely get that carpet on here. I'm going to see if the sides will buff out like I'm hoping. I believe that they will buff out the sides. I want to get on the back. I've been waiting because I need to buff out that area to make sure before I apply the name. I'm going to be working on a generator holder. I got it designed in my mind now, which will be cool. I won't have to move the generator anymore. It'll be protected from rain. My top proof of concept worked with, I'll show y'all, but what I need to do when I get back, this corner seems to be the corner, and it depends on where I stand. I can drain it to whichever, but it worked. I was out of water. Apparently, I bought a new nozzle, a shower thing, and it was in the compartment running apparently, and I didn't know it. It emptied my tank, and I had water on this. I was wondering where that water came from, and so now I know. So I had no water left, and was able to capture enough, about probably 2 gallons, gallon and a half, standing there on the corner. So I'll show y'all whenever. I'm gonna make something I figured out real simple. I got a couple of these slide things at on the other boat. They're made for putting holders onto the side of the boat. They got this little gap down the middle. And what my plan is to put them on each corner, and then I'll have a funnel fashioned that will slide in there. And the funnel, I'll have a hose that when I'm ready to use it, I'll pull it out, slide it in. It'll be a hose that'll go to the water tank. And then it'll sit there and slowly finish to fill the water tank, top it off. Because in Central Florida on the West Coast, you get rain all the time. So that's going to be real cool. Get that. I think I took the long way around. Might have could have went right through the center there. No. Nope, oh, it's right. I'm still going to get over here to where it says the channel is now. It's deep. It's 8 foot. But I like running in the channel if at all possible. So this bridge is going to be interesting. This is, it says it's 15 foot 7 inches, which is about exactly what the bridge is the lowest bridge on the loop. So I'm about to find out if I could pass under it. Not so sure. No, it must be up. Yeah, it opens. I'm sure it does. Yeah, it does. So even if it doesn't, I'll have to sit and wait. I don't know if that's an open on demand bridge or let's see. Shepherd Broad Causeway. 14 it says at the center. That's probably at high tide. Opens on signal, except that from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The draw need to open only on the quarter hour. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Every 15 minutes. Maybe I make it on the 9:36. I should make it for the quarter till opening. No problem. Nice. This trip has identified a lot of little things that I need to do, though. Fortunately, just to make creature comforts, nothing major. I'm gonna build a little box that goes under here that'll hold most everything that's up on the dash. I'll get stuff off my dash. I don't mind having a little, like I got a little container. Probably got to get a new one. This has been on the Good Times OG, which is kind of like bambooish, so it's fine. But I don't mind having a few things that I need to get to, but I don't like stuff sticking out. I want to hold my binoculars. Ajax gave me in there stuff that if I forget this thing is open, stuff won't get wet. I need to build something, another thing, to hold my camera. So, again, if I was to forget and leave this open, it wouldn't get wet. But the camera, I'm thinking of some kind of lidded box that I can quickly open, grab my camera out when I want to take a shot. And I'm talking about my digital, my DSLR. It's not a DSLR, it's my Canon I bought new, guys, just for the trip. It's a Canon EOS R10. I just got to get the zoom lens. I think it's a 50 to 200 because though this is good, it won't reach out there. And oftentimes when I'm on the trip, I want to take pictures of wildlife and stuff like that these cameras won't show that you're looking at. So I want to, I'll have that really by my next trip. I'm going to go ahead and order it. And then out here it shows me, got to have that. Missing some good land shots. And I guess, let's see what this next city is. This is considered Golden Beach, then Hollywood Beach. I guess this would be considered Golden Beach. I don't really hear that by name. I think most people would call it Hollywood, but if you live there, you would know it's got a name. Yeah, so we're approaching this. That's Hollywood. If you zoom in, it says Golden Beach right there. It's Hollow Inlet. And we're just, I think, approaching this bridge. I think that's where we are. Yeah, we're right here. We're about to go under this bridge. See if this thing opens on the quarter hour, no sense. But we'll get up here and I'll show you how you know what the depths are. They have, there's a gauge marked with numbers on the bridge itself based on what the tide is doing as to how deep the water is. So there's a gauge, you'll see it when we get up here. Based on the way it's looking, though, it's 4 minutes. It's going to open on the quarter hour. I'm sure I ain't missing no puppies. Like that could have been a dog walk park if I needed it, but I walk them at Publix. I believe I can get under that pretty easily. No problem there. Shepherd Bridge Causeway. Oh yeah, see, do y'all see? I'm gonna go right up to it. That's as close as I've been on one. I should clear that real easy. 16 feet. You see that little thing? 16 right now. That's no problem for me. I think I'm only about 13. See that? Where's the girl? Where is it? That freaked you out. That freaked you out, didn't it? What's that? What's that? Yep, they going below. Freaked them out. Didn't like that. They go in there in a safe place. What is yours? It's nothing. It ain't nothing. Yeah, it's like Yep, you don't want to be up there, do you? You want to be up there. What is this idiot doing? Look at this guy. girl. The guy was a girl. Yeah, haven't actually made one, but definitely have realized I gotta have one. But what I've pretty much decided is uh, I'm gonna reach out to a company called Boat BOTE. They have a inflatable that I like. I'm gonna if I don't get that one, I seeing Tommy's, the one he's got is just a West Marine inflatable. That would work out good. It would pull real easy. You can go up on the beach. Definitely, I'm sold on those electric motors. I'll have electric motor. Them old heavy gas, I'm not gonna fight with that. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll next major trip I'll have a dinghy. I'll see if I can get them to sponsor it. That'd be great. I'm pretty much done with the zigzagging. Only about 4 miles to Publix. I'm pretty much done with the zigzagging now. It's once I get up here, I'm turn north, and I'll stay north the whole time. That's Haulover Inlet off to your right. You'll see the bridge in a minute. Tide is in full tilt right now, pulling out. I suspect it's going to slow me when I get on the other side. Yeah, with I think with that boat, I've seen people just put on little electric motors, and maybe not definitely like the one Tommy's got an expensive one, but you can just go with a regular trolling motor on those. And because they sell so many of them, the price is real low on those. Um, so we'll see when we get back. Definitely on the next trip, I'll have something. I mean, of course, I got the old dinghy from Good Times OG, but it's too big, I think, to be towing it. And it's not. It was that was made. Somebody made that one, and it's not the most stable dinghy you ever been in. Some of them other ones are way more stable than that. So, but yeah, it's going to be super easy. Tow it. No faster. You see, I can tow in that first wave back there. And that would potentially Well, you once you blow it up, but I can store it anywhere. And but I believe as light as it is, I could stand it up on the back deck and just strap it. If I probably like if you're in a marina and you didn't want it in the water, it's going to be there for a period of time or something. Nope, there's my motor. Just did that thing. That's electrical. That's not gas. That's crazy. Good place though. I'll take a break here. That's about normal. Get underway. Hopefully I'll float out of this channel. It didn't give me much warning that time. Maybe the wind will push me out of the channel a little bit. There's a little island right here, actually with a little beach. You'll see that? Island there. Got a little beach. Yeah, I'm floating out of the channel. That's good. Get out of this channel a little bit. Drop the anchor, let her set. I'll probably go on and get me some little brunch. That's what I've been doing. I usually don't eat breakfast. I have to wait till noon, but this has been happening. I'll put it to the break. Get me out of the channel a little more. Nope. Show you that. Unplug that. That's all over inlet. See it out there? See that building? Yep. Oh yeah, we're floating out of the channel pretty well. Yeah, pretty good. Looks like the sand on the bottom too. Go ahead and drop the anchor down. Let that catch. I'll set my anchor alarm. Rule number one, when you drop the anchor, go ahead and set your alarm. Ask me why I do that. So yeah, we're not that far from the Publix, maybe 3 miles. I'm gonna let this baby sit here a little bit, cool off. I'll get me a little lunch, a little brunch. Usually by then it's about 20-30 minutes. It's usually fine. We'll crank her on up, move on up. Actually, let's see what the tide is doing. Some law enforcement boat right there. Yeah, it's pushing out pretty hard right now. I'm surprised it didn't pull me that direction. It might, but the wind's prevailing over it. All right, gang. I'll see y'all later on the live. Tell you what happened. Hopefully all is good. Should be. What has happened. It cranks back up and we move on. Actually, I do have a coil. I suspect that's what's causing the problem. And I do have a coil, but I actually hope that's what it is, because it's an easy fix if it's just a coil. So we'll see y'all later this evening. I try to do them lives around 6, FYI. I'm gonna go up here and put on my bungee cord. Keep it from it's gonna want to snatch hard, just like it did.